everybody, welcome to Exploring with Cindy and Dan. Today we are in Victoria, British Columbia in Canada with the Discovery Princess, so join us in this adventure. We are doing once again our favorite cruise, a 7-day cruise to Alaska with the ports of call of Juneau, the capital of Alaska, Ketchikan, Skagway, Victoria in British Columbia, Canada, and a Glacier Bay National Park scenic route. We were traveling at the end of the Alaska season from September 14 through September 21st. Today is day 6 of our 7-day Inside Passage Alaskan cruise, and this is our last port of call, Victoria in Canada. We arrived here before 9 p.m. and the all aboard was at 11:30 p.m. So it was just 2 hours and a half in port. We were allowed to exit the ship around 9 p.m. Once they announced that the gangways are open, you can head out to that area to disembark, and don't forget to bring your medallion with you. That is the only document that you need to exit and enter the ship. At the beginning of your cruise, your stateroom attendant will leave a Canadian declaration form for you and your family in your stateroom, and you need to read and fill out prior arriving at Victoria. You are required by Canadian Border Service Agency to complete that form and hand it to your stateroom attendant no later than 8 p.m. on your Juneau day. Guests residing in the same address may fill just one form. If you have any questions, you can contact the guest services area on deck 5 Plaza Deck. Just like in Juneau, Skagway, or Ketchikan, local authority rules says that no food, no flowers, no seed or beverage products except for water are to be taken off the ship in port to avoid a fine. If you have booked a Princess organized shore excursion, refer to the meeting times and location printed on your tour ticket, just like you did before at the other ports of call. Princess Cruise Line has been sailing the world for more than 55 years, as I mentioned before, and the award-winning cruise sailed to more than 330 destinations around the globe, and Alaska is the best scenic cruising for us, and that's why we keep coming back to Alaska year after year. Every Alaskan cruise we do is totally different. There's always something new to see and explore, and we're very happy to be sailing again with the Discovery Princess. Next year, Princess will be offering a new Alaskan route with the Grand Princess. And I know this will be a pretty nice cruise. You will have so many new ports of call, like for example Haines and Wrangell. And for those who haven't visited Icy Strait Point, Sitka and Seward, these ports are very interesting ports that you will really enjoy. We're planning to do this cruise in May of 2025. So please subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on so you'll know when we'll have a new video. We're also doing a 12-day Panama Canal cruise next month in December of 2024 with Emerald Princess, so stay tuned. The Alaska cruise season starts late April through the middle of October. Different cruise lines have different schedules. Princess Cruise Alaska season is from April to the end of September. If you are trying to save some money, you should book your cruise at the beginning of the season when it is a little bit colder, but you will experience everything as if you were sailing in the middle of summer. And as a suggestion to you, try not to book an Alaskan cruise at the end of the season as the weather gets too unpredictable and you can get some ports of call canceled due to the weather. For example, for us in 2022, we did a cruise with a different cruise line in the middle of October and we missed some ports due to the bad weather. But on this cruise, we were able to see the Aurora Borealis, or Northern Lights, since we are traveling at the end of September. We had a good chance to see them and they were stunning. So in reality, no matter when you're traveling with Princess Cruise or any other cruise, you're guaranteed to have a great time. If you do not want to get off the ship in any of the ports, you really don't have to do so. You can enjoy the Discovery Princess with less people. A lot of places in the ship are open except for the casino and the shops of Princess, because by the gambling and regulation laws, they have to remain closed until we set sail and reach international waters. But the Discovery Princess has so many things planned for you if you stay in the ship. On our cruise, they offered a lot of trivia challenges at the Princess Life and the Vista Lounge, and music at the Piazza and Crooner's Bar. So there is always something to do in the ship. The cruise ship docks at Ogden Point, located approximately 7 minutes via shuttle bus or 30-minute walk from downtown Victoria. Taxis and limos are available at the pier near the ship. A shuttle bus service is provided every 10 to 15 minutes to and from the town for a small fee. And you can also take a 2-person seat bicycle ride with a tour guide to town. Victoria is the oldest city in Western Canada. Victoria was established in 1843 as a Hudson Bay Company trading post. The city was first known as Fort Victoria. By 1848, Vancouver Island was a British colony. In 1858, Victoria was a tent city and the base for some 25,000 prospectors on their way to the Fraser River gold fields. When Vancouver Island was incorporated with mainland British Columbia in 1868, Victoria became the capital of the entire province. Victoria is located in the province of British Columbia, in Canada, on the southern tip of the Vancouver Island. Its population is 80,000 people within the metropolitan area, and about 345,000 in the Greater Victoria. Victoria has moderate weather. Spring and summer months range in temperature from 65 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and Canada is a bilingual country. The official languages spoken are English and French. However, visitors can expect English to be spoken almost everywhere. Victoria is considered the most British city in all of Canada. British Columbia's proud capital shows its colonial past and English heritage. Victoria is also called the City of Gardens. No matter what season you come to Victoria, Victoria is always in bloom. It has the cherry blossoms in January, colorful tulips in March, fragrant lilacs in May, or regal roses in summer. Each spring, 1,600 flowers baskets adorn the lamppost of Victoria. Although it's a port city, Victoria is not as industrially oriented as Vancouver. The harbors, especially Inner Harbor, are dotted with craft, ferries, and floatplanes. The city is renowned for its beautiful garden, charming houses, and very British feel. Shopping in the city of Victoria is great. There are 4 areas where you can shop. The Bay Center on Government Street. It is a large 4-story shopping mall with over 90 stores. Government Street is where you will find the best of the city's British imports. Lower Johnson Street, the Old Town area, and Chinatown. It is North America's second oldest Chinatown. US dollars is accepted at all outlets in Victoria, and a currency exchange office remains open at the terminal building at the pier at all times when cruise ships are in port. The best points of interest in Victoria with the Princess excursions are the following. The Legislative Buildings Tour and City Tour. This building was built in 1893 in honor of Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee. In the evening, at the time we arrive at the port, it is illuminated by 3,500 light bulbs. There is also the Butchart Gardens in the Brentwood Bay. You will find the famous Butchart Gardens that host more than 1 million visitors each year. 55 acres of beautiful landscaped grounds and themed pavilions provide a unique experience for visitors, but at this time of the year, the garden was closed. The whale watching tour was also not available at this time of the year, but it is a great excursion if you come in summer. Craigdarroch Castle is a Canadian National Historic Site. It is a Victorian-era castle built between 1887 and 1890. And now here is the list of the excursions here in Victoria provided by Princess Cruise Line. Excursion 111 is the easy Victoria City Lights highlights. Climb aboard an air-conditioned motor coach and experience the all-world charm of this delightful capital city. With night lights as your tour goes through celebrated sites such as Chinatown, Old Town, Antique Row, Fisherman's Wharf, the majestic legislative buildings, and the Inner Harbor. Excursion 120 is Victoria by horse-drawn trolley. You will experience the beauty of Victoria by horse-drawn trolley, a timeless tradition and wonderful way to view this historic city. Excursion 145 is the O Canada Nightlight City Highlights. This tour is an authentic taste of Canada with a visit to Tim Hortons Coffee. Excursion 290 is the Empress Hotel Evening Experience. You will enjoy an evening of tea experience where you will savor iced tea served in glass teapots alongside savory and sweet delicacies. Excursion 301 is the High Tea at Pendray Mansion and City Nightlights. This is a guide, driving tour, and then you will experience the traditional of taking tea at the historic mansion. Excursion 376 is the Canadian Craft Brewery Evening Experience. You will experience an evening of craft beer and cocktails at one of Canada's oldest brew pubs in downtown Victoria, Swamps Brewery and Pub, established in 1989. Excursion 381 is the Foodie and Victoria History Walking Tour. You will embark on a captivating journey through Victoria's rich history with an expert local guide on this 2-hour walking tour and tasting tour. Excursion 385 is a guided walk into Victoria. This is another guided walk in Victoria's stunning scenery. You will stroll along the seawall. And Excursion 450 is the Victoria by e-bike. This is a relaxed 2-hour guided excursion through the charming streets of Victoria, the cycling capital of Canada. All of the prices that we gave you on the excursions and excursions numbers were at the time of this video. Prices and excursion might change with different cruise schedule and different ships. Remember that it doesn't matter if you are young or old, a nature lover or an adventurer, there is always an excursion especially for you. We usually try to do our excursions with the Princess Organized Shore Excursions because they will make sure that you will get back to your ship on time, no matter what happened. The ship will wait for you if you are doing an excursion with Princess Cruise. This is the end of our video and we hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to watch our previous video of the ports of call of Juneau, Skagway, Ketchikan, and the scenic route of Glacier Bay National Park. And please consider subscribing to our channel with the notification bell on so you'll know when we'll have our next video of another exciting location in the world. Thank you so much.